Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Action Force Series 5 Sidewinder, and as you can see, it comes in the new card backing style packaging that Series 5 has, and it shows off the figure, all his accessories. We got that file card on the back along with the cross cell, but let's go ahead and get Sidewinder out of the package. Straight out of the package, you're going to notice that Sidewinder, because he's from Series 5, comes with that new stand with a lot of sculpt work on there, has 6 pegs, Action Force logo on there, the slot for the file card in the back. But what's cool about these new stands is if you get more figures from this wave that have these stands, they connect. So not only do they connect that way, they connect at the top. Same. So you can just connect them and build up this Action Force ground for your figures to stand on. When you get Sidewinder out of the package, he comes with a pair of trigger finger hands equipped. We also get a pair of gripping hands. We also get a pair of cupping support type of hands. The final pair of hands that you get with Sidewinder is a pair of fist hands, so he can just beat down the enemies. Diving into the accessories, Sidewinder comes with a combat helmet. It's sculpted really nice. It's got that like modern sculpt look to it. We do get some paint apps. We got the portholes for the ear flaps or communications if you have any of those from other figures. Looking really nice. And then we get separately, but it ports in the night vision. And what's cool, besides the metallic green for the actual lenses, is we don't have to unplug it and flip it anymore. It's actually hinged. So it's a nice evolution of the helmets with Action Force. Sidewinder comes with 3 of these smoke or flash grenades equipped in his thigh holster. These are awesome individual little grenades. And if the flash and smoke grenades, whatever those are, is not enough, we get 3 normal grenades, and these are awesome. Now these are definitely held in the holsters really nice and snug, but could easily slip out of your hands and could be ate by the carpet monster, so be careful. And it's crazy that when we got the classified Big Ben, we didn't even get grenades. If you remember, the 3 3/4 Big Ben figure came with a little pouch that had grenades like these. I do believe they were black. And we didn't get it with the classified. But Sidewinder here gives us grenades. Sidewinder comes with a machete type of blade. And as you can see, there's tons of sculpt work in the sheath. We even get a little sculpted, smaller blade in there. It's not removable, but that's pretty much what it is. It looks like one of those little hand blades. We got a peg on the back, so you can peg it right into his back like a backpack. And the blade itself has some nice silver painted to it. Looking really nice. Silver on the handle. Solid, hard plastic. Really nice looking blade. Sidewinder comes with a fully kitted pistol. Has like an extended mag. We got the laser on the bottom. We got the optic on top. It's got a nice sculpted pattern in there. Looking really nice. The silver paint. It's got a silencer. Silencer comes equipped in his belt already, which is nice. And if you don't want, and the silencer actually has a porthole, so if you want to plug in effects, but if you don't want the silencer on there, you can just take the silencer right out, and then you got the porthole there. Sidewinder's primary rifle is a Maxim Defense PDX. This one has a silencer equipped. Looks really nice in this two-tone green and black. Optic. We got the hole in the muzzle for muzzle effects. We do get a magazine that is removable. It's in there nice and snug, but it comes undone. We get 3 additional magazines equipped on the figure's vest that are removable, but this is a pretty nice looking assault rifle. When it comes to Series 5, Sidewinder, I think, has one of the best head sculpts. There's one other in there. I do believe it's the Troop Builder, in my opinion, has some of the best head sculpts. And I love the fact that this is a matte plastic. It's not super glossy, so he doesn't look like he's sweating and going crazy. The paint, the eyes, the hair, it is a nice looking figure. I love the fade. I like the top of the hair as well. You know, looking really nice. Sculpted. Just a overall really nice looking head sculpt. He even has some neck tat going on. It's like these scales that have been tattooed, and it goes up the neck all the way up and underneath even. Looking really nice. We do get some comms on his vest. We got the Action Force logo. We got the green trim on the shirt, looking nice. Let me get his head up out of the way so you can see even a little bit of the chest is painted. Individual magazines that are removable out of the little mag pouches. I like how that looks. It's got the sculpted sleeves and they're pulled up a little bit. It's got that little bracelet, his gloves. Now the plastic on the elbow is slightly different color than the actual, arms, but not anything that's like super extreme. Lots of strapping on the back. I'm not going to take this harness off because I can just only imagine that thing looks like it would be a pain in the ass to get back together. But strapping looks good. We do get a watch on his other hand and then the tattoo continuing down. Very glossy. And then the watch, the face of the watch is not centered. It's off. If you can see that there. That's a bummer. Get his arms out of the way here. He has this belt and the silencer comes equipped in that first in this pouch. The pistol goes in here, but because this thing hangs so low and it like hits the leg and stuff, like even when you do like move the legs, it like shoves it up. It's a weird holster and it doesn't fit the pistol in it. Like I'm going to have to heat it up and hope that the pistol can get pushed all the way down because it does not fit in that holster. But we got some sculpted on pouches and stuff. A lot of plastic coloring the figure, the harnesses, the belts, his shirt color. Like there's not much paint on this guy. We get a little bit on the buckle here, on the little black bits. We got the holster for the grenades. These are awesome. I love them. I love the fact that they hold them and you can literally hang them upside down, shake them. You're not going to have to worry about them falling out. They're sort of slotted and they just hug them nice and tight like a baby. We got some knee pads sculpted in there. And we get into the newer boots. Nice and sculpted. Got some new treading on the bottom. Overall, a nice looking figure. I did heat up the holster to get the gun to slide down further. But as you can see, as I heated it up, you can really see the barrel of the gun pushing through the plastic. That's how tight it is at the bottom. And then you can see where the trigger's at. There's a big old crack. It actually tore the rubber, or cracked the rubber right there. Which that area was fine, but I guess just heating up the bottom and then pushing down the gun, I guess it was just too thin. But that crack where the trigger's at is unfortunate. And then you could just see the bulge and the stretching of the plastic to get that gun to try to fit into its designed molded holster. Let's dive into some articulation. We get the double neck this time around. So you can just sort of move his head around like so. He can look down this far. He can look up that far. Look left and right. Looks awesome. Arms go up T-pose. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows. They only go this far because it hits the plastic. Let me see how far it goes this way. Yeah. So plastic hits. Wrist rotation. We get the wrist bend as well. We get the really nice butterfly joints out of this guy. Really, really nice. So look how far you can get these arms. Like they're not getting right in front of him, like crosswise. But I mean, if you angle his arms, you could probably make it work. But that's where you're getting those butterflies right there. So nice there. We get ball and ball in the waist. So he gets lots of motion out of his waist. So even if I try to hold this waist, I can still get motion out of the top part. So plenty of motion. And I mean, look how much motion you get. He's wearing this, harness, the rig. Belt gets in the way for a lot of stuff, but he could do full Van Damme. We also get, they're tight. Double jointed knees. And then the worst of it all, I hate this. I really hate, because you get the two-tone green. Like this green is off from this green, and it's boot cut right in the pants, causing like the weird bookshelf. It bugs the shit out of me. And I understand why, you know, it's cool. It's adding like a different style compared to other ones, but I wish it was down here. But the reason that was told that it was done like this is so you can take somebody like so that has the full boots, you know, pop that off and you can, you know, swap it around and stuff like that. I'm not a big customizer, so I mean, to me, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I didn't really get into, you know, Action Force for the super modularity. I knew the weapons and the gear could be swapped around and heads easily. But I didn't think I needed to like pop legs off and all that type of stuff. But I was like, I'm just not a big fan of that. I would rather it be the boot. That's just my opinion. And I almost forgot, we do got the ankle bend and you get the pivot in there as well. Now it's time for some size comparison. We got Sidewinder with a lot of his wave mates. We got Atlas, the Troop Builder. We got Bone Collector over here, and we got the Praetorian. So you can really see how these figures scale with Sidewinder. Here we have Sidewinder compared to some Joes. We got Mezco and Classified. Here we have Sidewinder all geared up with one of the new muzzle effect pieces attached to his gun. And he is a awesome looking figure. The only gripes I really have is just, I don't care for that cut there. I wish it was down where the boot was. But overall, this figure is pretty awesome. Had a little issue with the holster, which was a little bit of a bummer. And for some reason, this wrist is a little loose. But he overall has a great appearance. I like him without his helmet, even though I love the hinge that is now added to the night vision. But that head sculpt, it's too pretty to want to cover up. The figure is great, and he holds all his gear. That's one thing that's nice about this figure, is he can equip all of his stuff, and he looks awesome while doing it. When it comes to Sidewinder, honestly, I feel like this is a sleeper of the wave. I think this figure, if you're into Action Force or you run a really cool military figure, this is one to add to your collection. He has a lot of playability, he's got a lot of posability, and display options with this figure. I think the head sculpt is definitely a big improvement over a lot of the male figures we've seen from this line, and his tattoos look good. The sculpt's great. I love the individual grenades. It's just an overall solid release from Valaverse, and that sums up my unboxing and review of Action Force Series 5 Sidewinder. If you guys are enjoying my content, hit that like button. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button, as it helps the channel evolve and grow. Also, make sure you hit the silver bell notification so you know when I post up a review and when I go live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, when we hang out, talk about action figures in state of the art, where I'm joined with Joey Collects and Paul Big Bear Hughes. So make sure you come and hang out on Wednesday if you got the time, or watch the replay and comment in the replay, because I do reply to comments after the fact as well as during the stream. So I want you guys all to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.